Hi, everybody. I'm Cindy Coggins with Cindy Coggins Realty Group and Michael Copeland with the Dean Hanson Agency, and we are C Squared Insight. We are here today with Steve and Angela Monje with Simple Needs Home Repairs, and we're going to interview them and find out a little bit more about their business and what they do. So, how are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Good.
Thank you for having us.
Hi.
Well, we are just tickle pink that you guys decided to join us. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, I mean, basically we do pretty much everything with home repair. There really isn't anything that we don't do. We do, yeah.
I see you do kitchens.
Yeah, we do, countertops, we do painting, we do sheetrock repair, flooring, paint, electrical, plumbing. There really isn't anything that we don't do. We do home inspections, roofs, fences, sprinklers. There really isn't anything that we don't do.
Ooh, I heard home inspections. Are you guys track certified to do home inspections, those type, or is it more just general contracting type inspections?
More like you send me the inspection, I'll give you an estimate, and then we'll
Perfect.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
more, real estate's, for negotiations or something like that.
Very good. So if I have an inspection report that I just received from my buyer, I'm going to pop that over to you and see what on that report that you can repair, and you're going to give me an estimate. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I can give you an estimate for the whole thing.
Very good.
You can use the repair estimate for the negotiation, or just whatever's required to sell.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, that's awesome. So, Steve, how did you get started in this business?
I started working for my dad when I was 11 years old. He started a plumbing business when I was 11, and I worked with him as much as I could, nights, weekends, summers, all the way up until I was 21. And then I met her, and then we moved to Louisiana, and I started working on the plants over there, the refineries, and we started remodeling all of the labs, Exxon, Conoco, BP, so I've been pretty much in the remodeling and construction business my whole life. So whenever I moved to Dallas, we started small, and we worked our way up to doing full remodels and outdoor kitchens.
So it sounds like you do mainly because it was part of the family business. You were around it, you enjoyed it. But I know a little something special about your love of racing. So how does that tie into home repair?
Well, she told me not to bring it up, but
it's okay.
We actually moved.
One small question about the little racing.
He was hoping you would ask
about this.
We actually moved to Dallas for me to work on a race team. And I did that full time for almost 2 years. Then, in the wintertime, there really isn't much racing. So I started doing home repair, and I never went back full time. Currently, it's more of a part time, but full time. They'll fly me out on Wednesdays, fly me back out on Sundays. I started out as a mechanic, a lead mechanic on a car, and now I'm up to a fueler.
Oh my goodness. That is
awesome.
So cool. That is so cool. So I know now what you really like to do, but so tell me, what do you like most about your business now?
What I like most about my business is that I get to do something different every day. What makes me feel best inside is being able to help people, and I get to help people, in different ways every single day. No customer is the same, no experience is the same. So that always inspires me to wake up early in the morning, because I get to do something different every day.
Keeps it fresh, keeps it interesting.
I'm not the type to sit behind a desk, and I'm definitely not the type to do the same thing, for months.
So I have to ask, this woman behind the man, now, do you ever go out on the jobs with him, or do you just do back office work? What is your role within the company?
I do a little bit of everything except for maybe using the tools. I help with the paperwork and the management and kind of the back office stuff. I do most of the social media. And I also play a role as a designer on the jobs when we do remodels for clients who need that service too. I do design consulting.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So you truly are a one-stop shop
Yeah.
with everything.
Completely.
So I would say that the most thing that would pop into my mind, especially with Cindy's clients and my clients, is when it comes to the home repairs, is the best time when you're going to sell or when you're actually going to buy and then you want the repairs and remodeling for you after the fact? Which one would be the most ideal of the time?
I mean, I guess in our experience, it's usually in between the contract period where they sign the contract and where they move in. That's normally where they need to do the most important repairs on the inspection report. That's usually when they want to personalize the house, remove walls, work on the bathrooms, change colors. That's usually, change light fixtures. That's usually the best time easiest time for us because the house is empty and, we get to personalize their dream home or whatever you want to call it.
Well, that's for the buyers. If we're talking about the sellers, the best time is before they list it.
Yeah, we can, most of the time, 90% of the time people want to get out as fast and cheap as possible. So we'll tell them, we'll advise them on where to put the money.
Right.
A lot of the times we'll catch stuff before the inspector gets there. So, we can help them save money. On the other hand, some people really want to do a nice, beautiful remodel before they sell. So,
Yes.
But that's a lower percentage of the time.
Well, and a lot of my clients, I advise them, some of the largest return that they will see on a remodel is kitchen and bath. It's
Kitchen
huge.
and bath. Yep. Always the kitchen and the bath.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that makes a huge, huge difference.
Right.
If you could say anything to the public as far as about your business, what would you tell the public and your customers? What would you want them to know about your business?
I live by the philosophy of where there's a will, there's a way. And I don't say no to anything, and I don't say no to any opportunity. So it doesn't matter how off the wall is or how common it is. I can help the customer. I can help, fix it or make it better.
Very good. So do y'all do exterior remodeling at all, or is it strictly interior?
We do anything from hang pictures to full remodels and outdoor kitchens. We can do driveways. We can do siding.
We built decks.
We can do additions. We do full remodels.
Yeah.
We do anything.
Wonderful.
Landscaping.
So a while ago, excuse me, I heard you say something to the effect about moving walls. I have a lot of folks, when they're looking at homes, they're saying, I wonder if this is a load-bearing wall. You probably get that question a lot. So would you be able to come out and give us an estimate of what it would be if we're purchasing a home and we do want to know, hey, is this a load-bearing wall? What could we do? What do y'all do as far as estimates? Do you charge to come out for those estimates or those free estimates?
No, we don't charge for estimates. Here with COVID has changed some things, and now I'm doing pretty much everything by pictures. I can answer that question by one picture.
Okay.
What's in front of it, what's behind it. Is there attic space above it? Is there a room above it? I can usually answer that question with a good picture. But if there's if the customer can't help me with those answers, then I do have a field supervisor that I will send out at no charge.
Wonderful. Good to know. Very good to know.
So Steve, one of the things that I got to know about you a little bit more in depth was one of the things that you told me that has stuck with me pretty much since we very first met is understanding one of the things that attracts me to wanting to talk to you and more and learn about your business is the simple fact that you said, I want to do what's right, and so sometimes I have to go with my gut. And to me, that's a very important aspect for our clients and our information for our people, that we want them to get to know you because of that understanding that you actually know what it takes to be the right guy for the right job with the right mentality. So tell us a little bit about your philosophy on doing the right thing, for lack of a better phrase.
That's funny you repeating that. It just gave me chills. But I mean, first and foremost, I put myself in the customer's shoes first. As soon as, as simple as what do I look like approaching the doorway? What does my vehicle look like? What does, how firm is my handshake? How is the eye contact? All of that stuff I play through my mind, as I'm playing through the customer, because I want to make them feel comfortable and, let them feel safe. And basically my company and my work are on my shoulders the entire time. So, the quality of my work, what they're going to say about me, how good I feel about my own work, all has to do with it. With that same feeling, with that same, I guess, philosophy. And same thing with pricing. If, for example, changing a water heater, a plumber can charge, anywhere from $1,100 to $1,800 just for the water heater. But they do it in less than an hour. They do it in 30 minutes. I don't feel right from my gut to charge that much. I can do it in 30 minutes. I usually charge, $350, for a quick install. And, it's nice and simple, easy. I try to charge and price for my gut. Same thing with ceiling fans. An electrician can charge anywhere from 120 to 175. I usually charge 75 because I can do the 15 minutes. I just try to, I try to go by, I try to make the customer feel safe. I try to put myself in the customer's shoes first.
That's excellent. Now, I will want to point out that, Cindy, I don't know if you heard that or not, but one of the things that I really stood out to me is the fact that he said, we come over and we hang pictures.
Yes.
So they do everything from the smallest job ever to a big job. And I'm just like, they're the kind of person like a seamstress. I only have a button missing. Where do I take that button missing? This is the guy you call for the button of the house. I have a button on the house that needs to be sewed back on. This is the guy, right? I mean,
I like that. I like
that analogy. That is good.
I might use that.
There
you go.
For my regular loyal customers, they already know, but I try to advise, new customers to make a list. It's that simple. I can do, 10 to 15 items that's on the list in an hour. And I only charge $75 an hour for handyman items. So if you call me and say you need one doorknob adjusted, well, I probably got the better end of that deal. But, if you have a big list, I can tackle a lot of those items in that 1 hour. So then that's usually where they get their benefit. And
so Steve, what I'm hearing is $75 an hour for a handyman work. And what I have been asking my husband to do for 6 months that he's put off that could have been done in an hour to 2 hours, you're just going to charge me $75 to $150 for a couple hours work. Done. Sold. That's it. There's no more waiting. I'm so excited.
I'm going to have to stick up for Barry here. I don't think this is very nice.
Okay, so I'm going to start my list, my little honey-do list that I've had him on, and I may have to just give it to you guys instead.
That sounds perfect. Well, no offense to Barry, but Steve also says, I'll come back and fix what your husband broke.
Yes, absolutely.
That's
He's
amazing.
better in the kitchen than he is the handyman. But
That's good too.
He is much better in the kitchen than definitely with a hammer behind his hand. So. All right. Well, guys, it has just been such a pleasure having you on our show. If you have anything that you would like to say, feel free to say it. But we want to let people know what is the best way to contact you. So what would you say would be the best way? Phone, email, and if you'll shout those out to the clients.
First, the best way to contact me is text message. I'm not very good with voicemails and phone calls. I get too many spams. I'm not very good with emails, but text message is the best way to get a direct communication with me. If you want to take a look at our our work and our references, then Facebook or Instagram. And that's facebook.com/simple needs for Facebook. And Instagram is instagram.com/simple needs home.
Very good. And what is your phone number that we can text to?
It's 972-672-1301.
All right, very good. Well, everybody, that's it for this week. I'm Cindy Coggins with Cindy Coggins Realty Group. You can reach me at 469-499-7452.
And I'm Michael Copeland with Farmers Insurance, the Hanson Agency, and you can reach me at 972-727-9705.
We'll see you next time on C Squared Insights.
Thanks for having me.
Everyone.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Angela. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.